welcome to another episode of Leading from the Front. In cricket, the body language of a captain is extremely important because when the chips are down, all eyes in the park follow the leader. If the captain looks confident, the team believes they are in the game. It's that quality of a captain to inspire a team that makes him a leader. Today we are going to talk of a leader whose contribution to his country is almost unparalleled. He led a young team to his country's first World Cup title in conditions outside of their comfort zone, and that was a great achievement. Not too many people believed they had a chance to win the title, but his inspirational captaincy ensured that they lifted the trophy. And this inspirational captain is none other than Allan Border. When Border took over the captaincy, he had the responsibility of building a team. It was definitely not a bed of roses for Border at the start of his journey as a captain. Australia suffered defeats more than victories during that stage, but they continued with Border, and that was probably the best decision they could have taken. In the company of Bob Simpson, Border inspired a whole new generation of players to become world beaters, and they included Dean Jones, Steve Waugh, David Boon, Mark Taylor, Craig McDermott, and a lot of other such quality players. But it was in the 1987 World Cup that was played in the subcontinent that Border emerged as a leader and Australia started their domination in world cricket. The seeds were sown by Border and the fruits were reaped by Mark Taylor, Steve Waugh, and Ricky Ponting in the subsequent years. Every team after Border only improved and the Aussies grew from strength to strength. Let's go back to the 1987 World Cup to see how Border inspired his team. We all know the biggest upset that Australia pulled off was in the semi-finals against Pakistan at Lahore. Border played an important role, not with his batting, but with his bowling. When Pakistan were chasing, Imran and Javed were looking good to take Pakistan home when Border brought himself in and removed Imran Khan. It was a big decision in a big match. With Imran gone, Pakistan capitulated and Australia were in the finals. Once again in the finals, a similar scenario was building up with Gatting beginning to unleash his trademark strokes and England all set to win their first title. Just when it looked like England would romp home, Border brought himself in and induced Gatting to play the most silly shot of his life. With Gatting gone, the momentum was gone and Australia once again forged a victory. In a tight situation, Border decided to take up the responsibility. And remember, he was not a frontline bowler. He picked up two crucial wickets, one in the semi-finals and one in the finals, which inspired his team to capture the title. The cricket world has huge respect for the contribution of Allan Border to Australian cricket. If Australia has been a dominant force since the late 80s, a lot of credit should go to Allan Border. He definitely left back a legacy that Australia is still benefiting. Remember, he was the first batsman to reach 11,000 runs in Test cricket. He inspired his team not by words, but by scoring heaps of runs. Over the years, Australia have produced some world-class players and some very, very fine leaders. But there is no doubt that Allan Border was the most inspirational among all of them.